starting lineups tonight for Breeze, joined by Rakia Jackson and Unrivaled's fourth leading scorer, number 1 in assists, Paige Beckers. There's a dime to start the night to Dawn.
Well, I saw them practice this play with that back screen, excellently executed, and Paige Beckers, of course, with a great pass. As
for Lunar Owls, Mabry lobs it to Edwards. Marina comes into tonight, second in assists, only behind Paige Beckers.
Yeah, and then when you look at that other matchup, Aaliyah Edwards switched on to Rakia Jackson, and Rakia Jackson going against Mabry. She's going to have to handle the physicality tonight.
Jackson with the snatch and scores it. Rather, Malonga, who wears their hair tonight down like Rakia. Beck Allen in the starting unit had 10 points last game. We look at Lunar Owls, they average 65 points per game, 50 from Marina and Aaliyah Edwards. They carry so much, and now it's Sky Diggins back, playing in her third game. She'll come off the bench. Into Malonga. Fadeaway jumper, left it short.
Now Malonga, a shot that I don't necessarily love is her first shot in the paint. I would love to see her take advantage of Aaliyah Edwards and her height.
Mabry the finish inside, get downhill.
Speaking of take advantage, Mabry taking advantage of Dominique Malonga getting downhill.
Rakia Jackson this season for the Breeze, averaging 15 points per game and gets it to the rack and in.
I love the fact that Rakia Jackson's attacking the basket. She's going to have to do that against Mabry. But when you talk about straight from the tip, I love that Dominique Malonga, again, tipped the ball. You see a back screen happens there. That's what frees up Malonga for that layup. They practiced it, and it was executed perfectly.
6-4, Breeze in front, 3 of 5 from the floor early on. Lunar Owls, 2 of 3. Allen with the fake, jab it, throw it inside, off the fingertips. You know, Lisa, one of the Achilles heels for Owls early on in the season, too many turnovers, but they only turned it over 10 times last game. Coach Sackman is proud of how they're executing offensively in the last few weeks.
Absolutely, and DJ's talked about them just coming out more physical. They're trying to pick up Paige Beckers early. They want to put a lot of bodies on her and make her have to fight to get every single basket.
Beckers hangs in the air and scores, one of the whistle. That's what Marina Mabry told us this morning. Make them feel us. We got to hit first. Figuratively, Marina Mabry wiggling inside and draws a foul on Jackson.
Breeze foul number 2, Rakia Jackson, her first.
First foul on Jackson, and the second team foul on Breeze.
At the line, Marina Mabry, shooting 1 for 2.
Marina Mabry, second in scoring, second in assists, third most threes made per game for Lunar Owls. Has scored 20+ in 5 consecutive games. And she made a note too. Look, I can go out there and drop 30, that's great and all, but if we're getting cooked, where's the joy in that?
There's no joy in it. Even though you can score 30, you want to win, and I think they're all competitors. That's the goal, to win. But I also like what the Owls are doing defensively. If Malonga continues to take fadeaway jumpers, that's really to their advantage. She has the size advantage, and she has to decide that she wants to take the ball down low and become a little bit more physical. They are relying on her to take those fadeaways.
Dom Malonga told us earlier in the year, I've been around great players since I started playing professionally at 15 years old. Dom is 20, sinks it to put Breeze up by 4. Ball screen by Edwards. Mabry navigates, bounce it right in the perfect spot for Edwards.
Excellent pass, and I love the pick and roll. They're really trying to get Dominique Malonga to make a choice. And that time she was very late getting to Edwards.
A lot of Malonga early on the Breeze side, off the mark on the 3. Mabry, step back three-pointer. Box out by Beckers. Chisels inside, throw it, Malonga the score.
Excellent, and I love that Dom ran the floor, put her hand up, and you know, Paige Beckers is gonna find her. She's such an excellent passer, and she just plays basketball the right way.
Edwards, 2 more on the other end. She has 6, while Malonga has 8 of Breeze 12.
Leah Edwards with the footwork down low.
Jackson rises and scores. Rather, Malonga.
Yeah, Dominique Malonga.
The hair's throwing me off, and the headbands too.
It's all right. You know, listen, you got women in this league. They change up their look every other day. So You got to look at the number, Brendan, and the name on the back.
That would work, would it not? Malonga gonna throw it down!
Yes!
Oh, Malonga mayhem in the first quarter!
Let's go, Dominique, dominating. I told you, Brendan, she was capable of dominating, and she's getting there. I love it. And the crowd loves it, too.
Mabry follows up, wants to settle things down. That was highlight reel material by Malonga. Everybody standing at Sephora Arena. High off glass, Beckers is fouled. Let's see it again, it was that good.
It was so good, and Dominique's so happy, and her teammates happy for her. But the pass from Rakia, she got into her stride and threw it down. The crowd just so excited, giving her a standing ovation.
For the Lunar Owls, number 4, Skylar Diggins.
It's so exciting for women's basketball just to see the level and for more women to be able to get into this game and be able to dunk. We just love it.
What a moment. The smile says it all. And for her to let it sink in, Cameron Brink relieves her for a moment. Out there with Beckers and Jackson. Mabry, Edwards, and Skylar Diggins into the ball game. Marina Mabry short on the triple, hustles for the board. Brink tossed it away, but Beckers is there to pick it up. Here comes Beckers. Hezzy at the mid-range, bounce it, and a foul on Edwards. That's her second here in the first.
That's her second, but we need another second and a third look at Malonga. Here, just in stride, throwing it down. And that's just one style of dunk. She can reverse dunk, she can dunk off the drop step. Remember, she just turned 20. She reminded me the other day. She's not 19 anymore, she is 20. And there's so much great basketball ahead for this young lady.
Tony Parker tabbed Malonga as the female Victor Wembanyama back in 2021.
I could see that. That's a great compliment. Wemby also having an excellent sophomore season in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. Spurs in the mix of things. Diggins, stop and start. Drives it. Kate Martin comes up with the stop defensively. Breeze by 7. As we mentioned, off that 19-point win, Beckers had 37 points as Mabry shows the defense. Takes the 3 shovel pass. Edwards is fouled as she barreled in.
Well, Mabry talked about the fact that she's had this opportunity not to just be a one-way player, but getting better at being a two-way player on defense. And she really said she had to stop taking breaks on defense and really focus more and learn to take more breaks on offense. And not in a way where she's being lazy, but sometimes just catching your breath. This pace is so fast.
She plays the second most minutes per game, only behind Chelsea Gray. I love when DJ Sackman complimented her defense, and Marina made a face like, oh, well, thank you, DJ. Appreciate you. And Diggins with the defense. Jackson sticks with it. Another block. Oh, Skylar.
Well, come on.
Up to Mabry for 2.
Big Mama with the blocks. She talked about block shots yesterday, and she over there on the court blocking shots. Rakia Jackson is taller, and maybe that's the shot she wants to go to. But Skylar with the defense, don't bring that ball down.
Big Mama knows best. Flare screen for Skylar. Navigates the pick, 3-pointer. Edwards offensive rebound. Leads this league in boards. Turnaround jumper and the foul. A fist pump by Coach Sackman. A chance for 3 at the line.
And give Aaliyah Edwards a lot of credit. First of all, the fact that she got that rebound over the 2 bigs and then finished. But then here's Skylar Diggins. Let's look at her again. Boom, one block, clean block there. Rakia gets it back, and she's like, you know what, let me just go up and shoot it right over. Another block, and then here's Aaliyah rebounded over 6'5" Cameron Brink. Does a great job with the fadeaway. Cameron gets her on the wrist, and 1.
Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Exactly, Brendan.
2 bigs in this matchup. Edwards of Owls, Malonga of Breeze average double-doubles. Cameron Brink is coming off an 18-point performance. Well, Beckers talked to us this morning. If I attack early and find my shot, it opens up facilitation. She's been the distributor early, takes it to the rack and scores.
Come on, I'm getting the popcorn ready because Paige Beckers with the excellent, I love just the English, the way she was able to finish that shot.
In the perfect spot once again, Edwards, thanks to Diggins, threads the needle.
And that's the veteran leadership you see in Skylar Diggins. She may not be at 100% in everything, but her passing and her ability to get her teammates open, excellent.
Baby jumper, and Martin cashes in. A lot of scoring, 46 points. We still have a minute to go in the first. Downhill Diggins, mid-range pull. Off the back iron, rebound Brink. We set it off the top. Two superb rebounding clubs. Had a lot of shot making though. No need to rebound, and Brink is fouled. That's the third on Aaliyah Edwards.
That's the third foul for Aaliyah Edwards, which is tough. But when you look at this passing here, I like the pump fake from Skylar Diggins down to Aaliyah Edwards, and they know they need her out on the floor. She already has 11 points, 4 rebounds, but unfortunately 3 fouls.
A lot of energy in the building for our first game of 2 on this Saturday.
It is. People are here. Every seat looks full, and people are excited. And Dom, we got to give her a lot of credit. She got the crowd into it early.
Hope the dunk didn't tie her up.
No, she'll be fine.
She is watching intently. An excellent tandem for Noelle Quinn to have in Brink as well as Malonga. Diggins, that lob pass is bent on point. Timmy Fag-Benley gets in on the action.
Excellent finish for Timmy Fag-Benley, who I feel hasn't had as much success, I think, in Unrivaled. It takes time to get adjusted. It's her first year. But with Aaliyah Edwards being in foul trouble, they're really going to need her here in this first quarter.
Cameron Brink back to the stripe. Both teams are over the limit. Brink is 2 of 2 at the line, has 3 rebounds already in 3 minutes of action. Has carried a next play mentality, found her groove last game, a plus 25 in the 19-point win over Mist. They put up 30 in the first. Owls hang in there though. Ball screen by Fag-Benley. Diggins drives it, scores it, and one.
Come on, Skylar Diggins getting downhill with the left. She knows she has Kate Martin on her, and she does an excellent job reading the defense. Brink halfway in between, didn't quite commit, and therefore Skylar Diggins able to finish, and she is fired up.
Flexed on him after.
Well, you know, she's an emotional leader for her. And when you see a person like Skylar Diggins who works as hard as she does, her influence is not just verbal and vocal, which she does that great too, but also just another player. When you see your teammate working hard, finishing strong, that part becomes contagious, and it makes you want to play better as well.
Cool, calm, and collected at the broadcast table. We loved having her on again last night. Confusion at the scorers table from our officials. Caitlin Versosa, Kenzie Murray, and Shem Rivera, our crew tonight. There's Noelle Quinn of Breeze, DJ Sackman of Lunar Owls, his second year. Squad went 13-1 last year. He is finding joy in learning about the toughness of this basketball club. Martin will run it up. Becker's off ball. Sets the pick. 3 seconds for Beckers. And fouled by Banham. And a chuckle out of Page.
Well, she's chuckling because I thought the Owls did a nice job of picking up. They really want to try to put a lot of pressure on Page, but Page is such a smart player. She gets that pick and roll and forced the switch. Rachel Banham did not want to smoke with her and fouled her.
Page buckets chant from inside Sephora Arena. Top 10 ranks for Beckers, points, rebounds, assists. After her 5 for 8 performance from 3, she's now at 46% from distance. She's on line right now for a 50, 40, 100 season and is still yet to miss from the line this year.
It's outstanding shooting, and I think it was, she even talked about when she went 1 for 8. She was like, God, I mean, she felt like she was really stinking it up. So looking at Dominique Malonga, we got to check her out one more time because this young lady is just at the beginning of her career, but she's taking stride to throw it down. That's only the first of many here at Unrivaled.
as much as we want to talk about the dunk, really, even before the dunk, was revving it up and owning the game.
Absolutely, and that's what you want to see from her. And I love when Cam Brink comes in, she wants to pick up exactly where Dom left off.
We take a look at second quarter action through the Samsung Galaxy Game View, powered by Galaxy S25 Ultra. Brink, Martin, Beckers, the trio for Breeze. Benley, Diggins, and Bantam. Second unit for Coach Sackman. 9-point lead. Diggins traces, finds Bantam. Three-pointer swirls in.
DJ Sackman talked about when Bantam comes in, her job is to shoot the three ball. They want to get her hot as soon as possible.
Rachel Bantam up to 6 threes now in 6 games off the bench. Still sits 9th all-time in women's college basketball scoring. Just over 3,000 points.
She has a beautiful shot, nice high arc. Every time she shoots it, you think, and her teammates believe it's going in.
Becker's tough fadeaway baits Diggins into a foul, and she twirled the finger. But remember, she told us last night she said she doesn't foul.
Skylar Diggins actually said nobody in this league thinks they foul.
That's true.
And then they twirl the finger.
And they will challenge.
And they want a challenge, but this is what I never understand, why a coach would use a challenge so early.
You only get one.
After review, Diggins illegally contacts Becker's arm. Therefore, the challenge is unsuccessful. Beckers will shoot 1 for 2 shots.
One shot with 2 points. Skylar Diggins is sharing her displeasure.
Fiery, you know, Carleen Thompson that I played with, fiery. I just think it really leads to a winning attitude from your team.
And Paige Beckers is human. Missed her first free throw of the year.
Wow.
Kate Martin makes up for it on the other end.
Okay, Kate, Money Martin just going to the basket and said, count it.
Now quickly back to the challenge. Some might say ball don't lie on the miss. That's what the kids say. What I've been told is Timmy Bentley pours one in.
Okay, well, can it be Timmy time? Because they definitely need her to put that ball in the basket and make layups.
Clock it. Bantam gives Beckers no breathing room. Spray it, Brink, three-pointer. Rebound Diggins.
That's definitely a makeable shot for Cam. And again, Paige is so unselfish when she plays.
Skylar Diggins identified the mismatch with Benley towering over Martin. Wrapped her up, that's a foul. Both coaches make substitutions. Dom Malonga and Rakia Jackson twinning tonight, back in there. Beck Allen and Marina Mabry, as well as Edwards.
Why you say they're twinning? Because their hairstyle?
The headband, come on now. I can't be alone on that one.
That's hilarious.
Jackson barrels into Mabry, that's a blocking foul. And Mabry checks in with Rakia Jackson.
And Rakia is a very tough player. But for her to stay down, you know, she probably felt it. And sometimes, you know, you get the wind knocked out of you too, which has happened to me plenty of times.
By 6, Jackson is helped up by the Breeze training staff.
And of course, Mabry didn't intend to hit her like that, but it's one of those things that you get fired up and you got to come out, put the ball in the basket. That's the way you prove your point.
She'll stay in there, matched up by Mabry. Malonga back to work in the post. Edwards makes the stand defensively. 6-point game, 5 minutes to go in the second. Lunar Owls off their first win, 1-4. Breeze, 1-2, lost 2, and then defeated Mist.
Offensive foul number 9, Rebecca Allen, her second.
Rebecca Allen picks up an offensive foul. Away from the ball. So possession back to Breeze.
And this game feels a little stagnant right now. It's been 36-30 for a while. That's going to be important for the defense, one of these teams, to pick it up defensively.
Lunar Owls with their second steal. Diggins has both blocks. And after the giveaway, Edwards is fouled by Malonga. Oh, they'll give it to Beckers, I beg your pardon.
Yeah. And I always think when you pick up your defense, defense leads to better offense. And right now, both teams struggling a little bit to get their offense flowing. And I think the team that gets the opportunity to really execute here in these last few minutes will have more success.
One shot worth 2 points. Edwards has 13. Mabry with 9. That's 22 of the club's 32. We said it from the jump. They combine to average 50 points per game. Of Lunar Owls 65. They ask a ton of them. Off the heel of the rim, Beckers is denied. Mabry leads the break. Allen camps out for 3. Knocks it down. And it's a 1-point game.
It's a 1-point game, but you got to look at the defensive end first where it started. Mabry, nice pass to Allen, and Allen just knocking it down.
Breeze led this ball game by 7 at the end of 1. Owls are coming.
Here, Mabry stopped by Paige. Rakia definitely late getting out to Rebecca Allen. Rebecca Allen just knocking down a 3. Such a rhythm shooter right in the pocket. Money.
Leaned on Mabry as well as Edwards to bring it each and every night. Allen has brought a spunk shooting the ball as well. See how Breeze adjusts out of the timeout. Beckers, you're going to leave me that open? Against her former UConn teammate, Aaliyah Edwards. Couldn't knock it down. Bounce pass. Mabry's been on point. And that is a lay for Edwards.
Excellent execution. The pick and roll really working well for the Lunar Owls.
First lead for Lunar Owls tonight on a 12-2 run. Another stop. Spray it. That's Allen. Same spot. Couldn't hit. Jackson tracks it down for Breeze. Mabry draws the assignment. They get into it a little earlier. Jackson stayed in the game. Beckers high dribble. Hunts in the paint. Scores. Float game, baby.
Excellent pick and roll. And I love when Dom and Paige Beckers come together because they put so much pressure on the defense.
Marina Mabry for 3. Edwards offensive rebound. Lead back to Lunar Owls. A lot of you call her Paige Buckets, but down in Miami, she's Auntie Paige. How Paige Beckers is living it up with the kids in Miami. That's next here on True TV.
She was mad at her, but Paige quickly found out that candy is the way to Mila's heart, so they were friends again after that realization, and Paige said it's been nice leaning into the auntie role here in Miami.
Paige is really the person who you think she is, I think, off the court. We know that she's an excellent player on the court as she turns the ball over, but she's an excellent person off the court. Mila's lucky to have her.
Nothing like a fun game of sharks and minnows.
Come on. And candy, too?
Beck Allen stuffs the Becker shot, shovels it Malonga. Breeze has been scoreless for 4+ minutes until now. Beckers nails a triple.
Right on cue. Beckers knocking down the jumper, and great hustle by all of the Breeze to get the second chance opportunity.
First 3 for Jaws Page. Even at 41, that's a steal. Malonga, oh, and a foul. We were robbed of a potential second. Runway clear for Dom.
Yes. Was that a take foul? Come on. But here's Paige knocking down the 3. Auntie Paige getting it done.
The look of about time. There's a fun chat with Paige Beckers this morning about finding her shot as opposed to facilitating early, but she finds if I attack and take my shot first, that's going to open opportunities to dish the basketball out. So Breeze hits it. It's a 2-point lead. Dominique Malonga threw it down in the first. She's with Bridget.
Dom, you've brought the energy from the jump here tonight. Walk me through that dunk in the first quarter. What's going through your mind when you see the crowd on their feet cheering you on?
No, it felt really good. Everybody was waiting for that one, so I felt good that I finally punched it. Great pass from my teammate here, so no, I'm happy about it.
This has been an exciting first half so far, to say the least. What does this group need to do to keep it rolling and go into the half with some momentum?
Yeah, no, definitely. We need to keep the momentum. The Owls just have a run, so we need to go back, keep putting the same energy that we started with, and then just stay calm and no rush, like play as like we used to play, and we're gonna be good.
Thank you so much for the time.
She's so kind. I really love how Dom just has been a sponge here at Unrivaled, learning from everyone. but also has such high goals and expectations for herself, and she's fulfilling them.
Well, she certainly loves running the floor as Jackson split 2 defenders, numbers the other way. Diggins back to Marina Mabry. So far in the ball game, 1 made 3, drives to the basket, and despite the contact, absorbs it. That led to a timeout, not an and one. Mabry heard the whistle and thought she had one at the line coming. Good job, Marina. Good job.
Marina getting downhill against Rakia Jackson. And she loves it. The more contact made, the better for Marina.
Marina Mabry with 13 points. So the duo of Mabry and Edwards with 30 points. We're thinking the same thing you're all thinking at home. Great restraint. Because that jar might have to become a bucket if she gets too vocal.
Well, I think both teams not happy with the officials, but this is where you have to really focus in on what your game plan is. Trying to execute your offense right here down the stretch.
Coach Sackman removes Edwards, who has 4 fouls in the first half. Back Bentley back in. Olbort Jackson rising and banks it in. Rakia Jackson has 6 points for Breeze. Diggins deep behind the line. Rebound to Brink. Out there with Beckers and Jackson. Back Bentley, Diggins, and Mabry for Lunar Owls. Ball screen Brink. Poked away by Diggins. Staying here, 9 to shoot.
And it's been interesting because Lunar Owls talked about really wanting to put a body on Paige, making the game physical for her. And they have actually done a nice job of executing that.
Brink held up. Offensive foul. They'll get Jackson for a push. Coming up at the half, stay tuned for the Unrivaled halftime show. Presented by Ford. Six days from now, Philly is Unrivaled, presented by Xfinity. We'll be getting you fired up for Philadelphia. And the other happenings in this league. Mabry, deep contested 3, just grazes the iron. Hustle by Fat Bentley. New 12, but a steal. Beckers with the cookies and the bucket.
Excellent, excellent steal there for Paige Beckers and finish. Even stronger finish.
Well, Breeze came in last in the league in steals, and tonight they have 2 on the evening. Loose ball, Mabry fakes the logo 3, bounce it, and Jackson read the pass, swipes it. Bounce pass by Beckers in stride, Brink the kick, Jackson, there's a foul. They will count the 3. So the foul happened on the outlet pass. 3-pointer counts for Jackson.
Wow, what an amazing, I mean, the turn of events that just happened on that. Paige Beckers with the excellent pass. Cam with the pass, on the kick out, she gets hit in the face. The official calls the foul for Cam getting hit in the face as Rakia knocks down the 3-ball, and they count it.
Temi Bentley, who made the contact, did not have firm position. If there was any bid of trying to draw a whistle, so they're going to take the basket off. The foul did occur before the 3.
Yeah. Okay, so the 3-pointer doesn't count.
Right.
That's what I thought, but that's why I was like,
hearing
they put hands up and counted.
Exactly.
I'm like, wow.
Felt too good to be true.
Yeah.
At the line, Cameron Brink, shooting 1 for 2.
This is 1 worth 2 for Brink. Wipe off the 3 for Jackson. Enter tonight, Breeze led Unrivaled in free throws made, and they shoot it at 85%. Tonight, Breeze is 8 of 9. More than 70 free throw points. Lob pass by Diggins, deflection, 4 seconds to shoot. Mabry knows the clock, works it inside, blocked by Brink. Back up the Brinks truck. It's a shot clock violation.
Excellent defense by the Breeze. They are communicating. Paige slides over, knows that Mabry's going to keep it, but look at Brink with the nice block and the emotion behind it. They're excited because they want to hang their hats on their defense, and they know they're young, and they're going against these veterans.
Ooh, that Breeze hit Marina right in the face right there. Three members converge there. 5 seconds for Jackson. Spin cycle. That was pretty. 8-point lead. 2 seconds for Skylar Diggins. Hoist one up. 51-43. Breeze closes the half on a 13-2 run. They couldn't buy a bucket early in the quarter. They come back and take an 8-point advantage.
I think Breeze has to be happy where they are, but Lunar Owls know they need Aaliyah Edwards back on the floor quickly.
4 members of Breeze with at least 8 points, including Rakia Jackson. There's Beauty, and there's the Beast. Unrivaled on True TV is presented by Samsung Galaxy. Ford halftime is next. Starting trios for both clubs on the floor. Beckers, Malonga, Jackson, and for Lunar Owls, Allen, Mabry, and Edwards. Beckers maintains the handle, shot clock down to 5. Rakia Jackson comes from the ball. Pep in her step, bounce it, Malonga just fired in time off the iron. Aaliyah Edwards up to 7 rebounds. The dish, Allen is off on the 3. Back comes Breeze off that big win over Mist. Jackson, the lob pass just out of reach for Malonga, who stands at 6'6".
And I think with Rakia being a playmaker, last game she had 6 assists. She's getting better at that position, and having Malonga as a player to pass that ball to, she's going to get better at that.
51-45. Aaliyah Edwards flirts with another double-double, 17 and 9. 4 in 5 games so far. The spray, Malonga can dunk it, she can shoot it too!
Come on, Malonga with the range from the outside. Big girl doing it all tonight.
Dominique Malonga, 15 points. Mabry can't answer. The hustle played by Edwards kept the dribble. Malonga wants to play defense against the sharpshooter Mabry. Now it's Edwards against Jackson. That's a reach. Foul on Edwards. Pardon on Jackson. That's her second.
All right, Dominique Malonga, we already saw the dunk in the first half, but we're going to see her knock down the 3 in the second half. The big girl can really do it all.
She is putting it together, loves to run and space the floor. Now you see me, now you don't. Edwards the fake inside.
And that move is so gorgeous. And you know Aaliyah Edwards has been over picking the brain of the Nafisa Collier, Queen Fee, and she's getting better and better.
She even said to us early in the season, I'm baby Fee. Another double-double for Edwards, 5 in 6 games. Bridget Howard had a chance to catch up with the coaches during halftime.
Yeah, that's right, Brendan. I talked with Noelle Quinn right as she was going into the locker room. She said, I loved our defensive effort in that first half. She pointed out Cameron Brink thought she played really well in that first half. She said, ultimately, the message, we have to stay focused here in this second half. She did mention we can't let calls get in the way. We have to continue to attack with pressure, but stay poised.
Okay, Bridget, thank you very much. Well, Coach Quinn loved the mindset of last game, the practices leading up to tonight's tilt, the spacing, attacking switches. And Breeze has a 6-point lead. Beckers with handle deep in her bag. Tough shot. Missed it.
Excellent defense by Rebecca Allen, and there she's running the floor. Oh, and missed the layup, rewarded. Excellent pass from Mabry.
Malonga runs the floor, comes in hot, scores. Beckers fed her in stride. Now Marina Mabry lobs it. Edwards gets Malonga in the air, but Tom with the stuff. She can do it all. Catches the lob. Malonga for 2. Time out, Lunar Owls.
Excellent play, both ends of the floor. Dominique Malonga getting it done with her defense, with the block and the finish with the layup.
Good job by you to spotlight her tonight before tonight's game.
Listen, I know good talent when I see it. Malonga running the floor like a gazelle, able to finish, but it all started with her defense down low, keeping her body strong, meeting the ball at the top. And come on, she's not done because Paige Beckers is also an excellent passer, finding her. That's
Her fellow Husky.
And of course, Beckers had an injury that kept her out an entire season, so 1 extra year of eligibility. So Edwards was drafted to Washington in 2024. Paige Beckers to Dallas, #1 overall in 2025. Step back, Marina Mabry left it short, now 1 of 7 from deep. Malonga is the assignment, drives through 2 defenders, it's a jump ball. And we use a possession arrow here. We're staying with Lunar Owls.
Yeah, Mabry's struggling a little bit with her jump shot. 1 for 6 from 3-point range, but you know she is not going to stop shooting it, Brenda.
No, of course not. They need her to. High volume, high usage player. Mabry's played about 14 minutes now tonight. Tied with Chelsea Gray for the league lead in minutes played. That's an offensive foul. Rebecca Allen, her 3rd. Edwards remains on the floor with 4 fouls than she got in the first half. Cameron Brink in for Malonga. Sets the pick. Could not recover in time. That's out of bounds.
Entering for the Lunar Owls, #4, Skylar Diggins.
Here comes Skylar Diggins. In for Beck Allen. Can orchestrate the offense, and Mabry plays away from the ball as Diggins tees up a 3. Nothing but nylon.
And Skylar Diggins throws her hands up because she's so frustrated. But this is what you want. You can turn this game can turn around in a moment.
Mid-range master Beckers. Diggins again. Edwards climbs the ladder, scrapes and claws for the board. Skylar Diggins not shy of fire. Drills it. All right, Skylar Diggins.
Skylar Diggins knows exactly what the Lunar Owls need right now.
Well, Skylar came into action tonight, had not made a 3 in 2 games. More points in the paint for Beckers, 4 in a row. We get a timeout on the floor, still an 8-point lead for Breeze.
Well, Paige Beckers is able to recognize what time it is. Getting to the basket, she gets past Aaliyah, and I love the fact that she protects the ball with the reverse. Ugh, that was just nasty, Paige. 18 points, 8 for 14 with 6 rebounds. Go ahead.
Dom has been dominant. Love it. That's a reach-in foul by Kate Martin, her 4th. Now Cameron Brink and Dominique Malonga were both neck and neck with blocked shots. They both have 7. Each has 1 tonight. And they love playing with one another. We talked to Cameron Brink last week. Says Dom plays with the confidence. She admired the connection Dom had with Noelle Quinn, and now Cameron Brink is getting firsthand experience how Noelle gives each of her players confidence, lets them keep the youth in their game. A lot of fun with this Breeze team. And Owls hang in down 8. Diggins down the runway, fire it out, and Mabry did not shoot the 3 in time. That's a shot clock violation.
You know what? It was a shot clock violation, but I love what the Lunar Owls did there. That ball movement, just trying to find the best shot. Yeah, the clock expired, but I think they can really hang their hat on that possession and try and get something equally as good next possession.
Final 3 minutes, 3rd quarter. Can Lunar Owls chip away, or does Breeze maintain and or extend the lead? Martin, one-on-one on the island against Mabry off one leg. Cameron Brink storms in there. And that's a foul by Lunar Owls. Mabry, her 3rd.
Mabry's like, how is that possible? But you got to give Cameron Brink a lot of credit going after that offensive board and just fighting for it, giving the Breeze another offensive opportunity.
Still no coins in the jar tonight. She walks away. 10 seconds to fire. Martin lets it fly. Edwards another rebound. 14 with the 21 points. Heads over to set a screen. Rolls. Diggins lost the dribble. Lob pass. Edwards. It's a travel. She thinks there was a push by Martin.
Well, there was definitely a lot of contact underneath.
You can't be under a
I
frame
think
like that.
Sky trying to find Edwards over the top, good idea. She just lost her balance.
Lunar Owls up to 11 turnovers. They commit 13 a game. Had just 10 in their win over Vinyl the other night, a season low. DHO, Jackson tees up a three. Cameron Brink the hustle. An offensive rebound, new 12-second shot clock. Jackson, bully ball inside, and she had happy feet.
Lunar Owls doing an excellent job, just defensively really trying to play physical, keeping a body on Cam Brink. That time, Rakia Jackson losing her balance.
Hey, they told us before the game, they got to make them feel us. We saw that from the jump. They're hanging in there down 8. Can Mabry get it going? Another turnover. This is an offensive foul. Edwards is up to 5 personals. You get 6 in Unrivaled. You hit that, you're out of here. Coach Sackman sticks with the star big from Canada. 2-player game, Sparks connection. Jackson, Brink the follow, no. Edwards amongst the trees. We're going the other way, a foul on Jackson.
Well, tough miss on the inside. Brink, I know she wished she could get that back, but again, Lunar Owls just staying really steady. Dangerous team, the closer this score is.
Mabry talking, now walks it up. We come up on a minute and a half to go in the third. Diggins backpedals into Edwards. Faces up, Martin almost poked it away. 2 players converge. They'll get Brink for the foul. Second personal on Cameron Brink. 4th team foul on Breeze. 1 more puts Lunar Owls in the bonus. Aaliyah Edwards, 5 double-doubles in 6 games. What a leap she's made. Was in the one-on-one tournament championship against her new teammate with Owls, Nafisa Collier. She's picked up a trick or 2. Loose ball, Mabry, 3-pointer. Cha-ching! Her second of the night, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, that's what makes the Lunar Owls so dangerous.
Full practices for a bulk of December and how they pieced it together in the hunt for their second dub tonight.
Well, this will be a huge win for them and a huge confidence builder because they believe that it's not over regardless of what the record is, and they're competitive. They're going to compete all the way to the end.
Brink with the sink to make it 63-58. Minute to go, third quarter. 2 ball screens for Diggins. She breaks loose. Fall away, Jay. Rebound, Edwards. Has been everywhere. Mabry a half-court 3. Loose ball, Diggins. Kicked it alive. Edwards the drive. Breeze ball.
Excellent hustle. Skylar Diggins just everything she could to save that ball.
Well, that sequence encapsulates the toughness DJ Sackman appreciates about this crew. Offensive foul on Cameron Brink, her 3rd. It's Lunar Owls ball. Nafisa Collier in high spirits, watching Hootie Hoo play before our eyes. Diggins to Edwards. The finger roll doesn't go. Contact. And we're going the other way. And the question is, of course, Brink is down. Up to her feet. That's Edwards' 6th foul. And Coach Sackman doesn't have a challenge, so he can't challenge the foul call.
Wow, and this is why I was saying I'm not sure why you would use a challenge in the first half.
Quarter, yeah.
Because you may need it down the stretch.
Ouch, that is massive. Edwards has 16 of the team's 27 rebounds. Diggins the theft, scoop and score, 3-point game.
Well, you know what they say, next woman up, you got to just step up. With Edwards out, it's going to be important for Allen to come out and really use her body. Now now they have an opportunity to switch on defense, everything, and just continue to fight and try to find a way.
What role reversal as Mabry calms down Diggins. She wanted an illegal screen, did not get it. Both clubs are over the limit. So Breeze is at the line.
At the line, Paige Becker shooting 1 for 2.
Paige Becker's at the stripe. 3 for 4 tonight.
Wow. You're always trying to jinx
Do
somebody,
not
Brendan.
blame me.
My
Do
goodness.
not do that. I'm not into that.
Yeah, you're like, Paige is perfect from the line.
Whatever. Diggins downhill with the right, and a foul on Brink. Her fourth.
Breeze foul number 22.
We are up to 32 fouls in this basketball game.
It's a lot of fouls, but if they're both teams playing very aggressive, and I love that the Lunar Owls are really attacking the basket, trying to, at every moment, getting to the free throw line is really a great strategy because you get the opportunity to slow down the game, get the free throw, 1 for 2 if you make it, and that's how they've been able to cut back into this lead every single time.
Skylar Diggins with 10 points in the third. Run out, Malonga. Diggins, an excellent job to poke it free, out of bounds. 1.7 to go in the third.
I mean, I would love to see that replay. Did you see Diggins? How fast she got down the floor. Wow.
And she made the case, so did Marina Mabry, that she didn't touch the ball, and they thought it should be Lunar Owls' possession. In fact, Benlay checks in to guard Malonga. Lob pass, it goes off the backboard, so it's Lunar Owls' ball, side out.
0.9 seconds on the clock.
Now, the ball may have been tipped.
They
So
reset.
stays with Breeze.
And they reset the clock. 1.4 seconds.
Lob pass, Jackson tried to complete the alley-oop, and a foul is called on Mabry. She's twirling the finger. Marina, your coach doesn't have a challenge. Only one challenge per coach in Unrivaled.
Well, that's why you don't want to use your challenge early. Let's see what happens here. Oh, gosh, not a foul at all.
One worth two. Jackson missed it.
Well, you know what they say, ball don't lie.
There you go. Thanks for picking me up. 74 is our winning score. This is still anyone's game. Edwards is done for the night in foul trouble with 23 and 16. Will it be Breeze or Lunar Owls? Unrivaled on True TV, presented by Samsung Galaxy. Fourth quarter is next. To pace the league. We start the fourth quarter. The winning score is presented by Maker's Mark. Our mark in this first ball game, 74 points. Rebecca Allen, Marina Mabry, and Sky Diggins for Lunar Owls. Aaliyah Edwards fouled out in the final stages of the third. Jackson, Beckers, and Malonga for Breeze. Shot clock to 2. Beckers wiggles free. That's a shot clock violation. An excellent defensive stand by the Owls to open the fourth.
Excellent defense. I mean, you look at the Owls now without Aaliyah Edwards. Somebody else has to step up. We saw this happen with the Phantom game where Kiki Irafin stepped up big. Is it going to be Beck Allen to be that third scorer? They have to find a way. And Marina really hasn't shot the ball that great from outside.
Carves out space. Pours in a bucket. Lunar Owls by 1, 10 away from the winning score. Fourth quarter is commercial free, brought to you by AT&T. Diggins draws a foul, another steal by the Owls. It's Becker's third.
I think this is what I love most about Skylar is just her fight, her never give up. The will to want to win is very contagious, and it started again with her defense, active hands. Now she's back at the free throw line.
Beck Allen is 6'2". The scout on Beck is she can guard multiple positions of force defensively, can guard wings, can guard bigs. Here's your assignment, 6'6" Dominique Malonga. Mabry switches on to Jackson. Beckers guarded by Diggins. The youth against the experience. That's a foul by Diggins.
And Paige, such a smart player. She saw how Diggins had her arm extended. She swung right up underneath to swing to get that foul call.
Diggins jumps up and down, 4 personal fouls. Becker stepped on the line. So that is a turnover, and it's Lunar Owls ball. Breeze still scoreless. 0 for 2 in their first 2 offensive trips. Mabry freed up, armbar head-to-head. Rebound Malonga. Here's Beckers. Feeds Jackson. Can't bank it. Putback is true.
And that was an excellent read by Paige, recognizing the mismatch with Jackson having the smaller Skylar Diggins underneath.
Skylar Diggins carves out space. It trickles off the iron. That's a foul on Allen. She knows it. Just a vulnerable spot to be on the floor. Breeze basketball. Winning score is 74 points. Lunar Owls started 0-4. They won their last game against Vinyl, while Breeze looks to make it 2 straight and improve to 4-2. Beckers backs down. Got Diggins in the air, draws the contact and the foul. Paige Beckers is fired up.
Well, it's Paige Becker's time. And when you look at that score, she recognizes here. Skylar Diggins on her, uses the nice pump fake, gets her off the ground, but the concentration on the finish, she knows how important that bucket was from Paige Beckers.
Beckers has embraced the challenge of playing more point guard for this particular club. She's being aggressive here in the 4th. 23 points. What does Mabry have to say in response? Head fake, dribble drive, fade away. Rebound Malonga.
Wow, good shot, better defense. Malonga just taking the challenge to guard Marina Mabry on the perimeter.
Beckers clears out space, maintains the handle, kick it. Malonga three-pointer, it's good! Dominique Malonga, second three-pointer. Suddenly, Breeze by 5. Diggins, can she answer? A three-pointer can win the ball game for Breeze. They've made just 2 tonight. Jackson picks up the dribble. Inside feed. Beckers close to the rim. Flexes on him. Timeout Owls.
You gotta love the young Breeze stepping up to this moment. But you also gotta love Dominique Malonga being the go-to as Paige drives with the kick. Big girl knocks down another 3. And Paige Beckers again, excellent slip. Rakia with the pass, Paige with the little flex, like, let's go.
Beckers with 26, 5 boards, 7 dimes. The flip to Mabry. Diggins, jab step, puts the head down. Fake, Malonga, foul.
Well, I thought that was an excellent move by Skylar Diggins. Again, a better move. You had to get Malonga in the air. Malonga comes down on her arm. An easy call for the officials.
2 points, Skylar Diggins. 17 points. Owls within 6 of the winning score. Breeze just needs a bucket. Will it be Beckers, who had the game winner in her 37-point performance last time? Feeds Malonga off the fingertips. Down to 5 to shoot. Malonga, pull it. Short. Jackson powers up. Loose ball corralled by Diggins. Mabry three-pointer. In and out. Rebound Jackson.
Excellent offense for the Owls. Marina just misses that. Can the Breeze get it done here?
Beckers matched up by Allen. Slick dribble by Paige Beckers. Dipsy 2 floats it up high. No.
Oh, wow. Almost off the glass. This is the exciting part. I love this.
Mabry out of traffic. Shot clock to 8. High hand by Jackson. Diggins looks for Mabry. Here's the screen. Lob pass denied by Malunga. 0.1 on the shot clock.
Excellent defense by the Breeze. Just reading and trying to take away the three-point shot. They are guarding the line great.
Shot does not count. Mabry did not release it in time. Hard to do with 0.1. It's nearly impossible unless it was an alley-oop. Breeze uses a timeout. With the handles will trigger it in. Malunga and Jackson lined up at the free throw line.
Well, the beautiful thing is that we saw exactly what they want to execute. Let's see if they can get it done the way the coach just drew it up.
Beckers has 26, Malunga with 21. Malunga comes for the ball. Back door wasn't open. Lob pass to Jackson. Shot clock to 5. Rakia Jackson. Spin move, floated up. Loose ball. That's a shot clock violation. We play on.
Again,
Owls are done.
Lunar Owls, excellent. They pulled off another stop. Can they get this ball and score here?
Oh, the wear and tear. Mabry's played a ton of minutes tonight. Pass is deflected. Beckers the steal. Floater, true. You can feel it from our chairs.
Wow.
Breeze wins.
Excellent. And you know, Kate Beckers with the defensive steal.